process your periodic billing batches, you'll want to go to Admin on the menu bar, and then on the left, Periodic Billing, and number 3, Process Periodic Billing. This will load the Process Billing Policies panel, and we can see we've got 2 date selectors and a drop-down. Now I want to run my rent policies, but I could run any of the others as well. Now I need to, with the date selectors, you can go back in time. So if policies weren't run for last month, you can go back, or you can go forward by using this date selector. Really handy if you forgot to run a batch for last month or the last few days before at the end of the month. I'm going to do something. I'm going to run for November. You probably wouldn't normally go this far in advance, but for the demonstration, I'm going to do that. I'm going to click on search, and we can see 3 invoices need to be run, 3 batches need to be run. I can select them all on the list. I can also remove one if there was one I didn't want to run right now. I can just unselect it, and you'll notice down at the bottom in the center it shows you a batch summary of how many invoices are to be run and the total amount. We've got batch invoice label. This is what will be printed on the invoice for the charge. We can change this. We can also put comments at the bottom of the invoice, such as please pay by the 15th, or please drop off your checks to the office. Anything that you want to print at the bottom of the invoice. It's a really handy little feature. Once we're ready to proceed, we can click on process. It's going to ask us, are we sure? But this second line is really important, as this is only creating tentative invoices for the policies. It's not saving the invoices to the account or to the reservation. It's just creating tentative invoices so you can review them before you confirm them. So we're going to click on yes, and we can see it's created the tentative invoices. This is really important to double check and make sure there's no failures, no issues with any of them that need to be reviewed. Once we're ready, we can scroll down and expand the batch review panel, and we're going to change this to billing batches. This is for accrual-based businesses. You normally wouldn't have to do this, but if you're an accrual-based business, you would. And we're running this, we ran them today, so we don't need to change the dates. I'm going to hit search because we're looking at pending review. We can also search for completed or reversed, and we can also filter down to the employee as well, or if we know the batch number, we can just type that in. So we can see with the several different batches that are waiting to be processed, but ours that we just did is at the bottom, number 32, and we get the batch review panel. So there's a list of all the invoices that have been that are tentative. They're waiting to be processed, so you can review those by clicking on them, and that will bring them up on a new tab. And then down at the bottom we have the batch summary, so it shows us a bunch of information. We can change if we want to undo. We don't want to process this. There was some issue with it. We want to undo it. We can undo, but we're going to click on confirm because we do want to process them. We're going to click on submit, and this is again asking you to confirm, but it's also letting you know that once you process this, the invoices will transfer to the client's accounts receivable or to the reservation, and you'll no longer be able to edit the invoice. If you need to make a correction, you have to do that on the account receivable, or on the reservation. We're going to click on yes, and then so you can see that it's been processed, everything's good. We're going to click on the print button because we want to print our I was messing up there. We want to select the ones that we want to print. We want to print the invoices and click on print. And this is a new feature. We have batch printing, and you can see all the invoices will print out for you. This is a really handy feature. It's new going into our next update, but you can see there's a print button so you can print those out. Thanks for watching. That's Billing Batch Review.